All right, you're welcome back, guys. Now that we've all installed Xampp on our system, I need us to launch Xampp now. And when you launch it, this is what you're supposed to get the very first time. This is what you're supposed to get. No, let me just switch. Let me turn this off and launch it afresh. So we'll see how it looks like on the very first time you launch it. So that's how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like when you launch it afresh. So like I already explained earlier on, you have the 5 servers that come as the example bundle right here, and the start button on each one of them. So clicking on any of these start button, you automatically get that particular server up and running. Okay. Well, we are interested in Apache for now because Apache is the PHP server. Now, the next question we want to take a look at now is your website files. Where are they? Where should they be saved on your server? Where is even the server on your system? Okay, right now you are dealing with your local system. We're not online, we are offline. Okay, on your stand-alone system, laptop or desktop, as case may be. So where on your desktop or your server, on your your local server, do you have your website files? Where should they keep them? Before now, when we are dealing with just HTML, you create folder anywhere, right? You create folder on the desktop, create folders anywhere, but it's not so anymore. Not so anymore because now you are dealing with web servers. So your files need a location on your web server where they should be saved. Now, if you open your file, your folder structure on your system, open the folder structure on your system, go to Drive C, you see your Xampp installation here. And by the way, you cannot install 2 versions of Xampp at the same time because they will both need to occupy Xampp folder. Okay, any version of Xampp you install will need to occupy the Xampp folder. So when you are trying to install a new version of Xampp and there's already one on your system, it will give you an error because there's already Xampp on your system. It doesn't at the beginning, it does not see anything called Xampp. It's going to create the folder Xampp and then install the files there. So there's already an example that is going to happen. You're going to run into an error. Okay. So what I do is that when I need another version of Xampp, I simply rename the current version of Xampp, like I did here. This current one is version 5.6. This is version 5.6. Okay, and I will show you how to get the version shortly now. This is version 8.2. And the reason I have these 2 versions is because I was creating projects that required specifically version 5.6. 8.2 is the latest. 8.2. So if you download the Xampp and install now, it's going to be 8.2. But there are times when you need specifically in an older version for a project you are creating. And so what you do in that instance is to rename this the current version and then download and install a fresh one. Okay, so this is my current version of Xampp installed in this folder on Drive C called Xampp. If you open it, you will find a folder inside called htdocs. htdocs. Guys, this is where your website files are hosted. If I open this htdocs, you see all the projects that I have created at one point or the other. Okay, all these are old projects I've created at one point or the other. So instead of creating your folder, your project folder on the desktop as you've been doing during your front-end days, you come to htdocs in the exam folder and create your project file, your project folder in this htdocs. Okay, so this is where you're going to be creating all your projects going forward. I hope that is taking note of, right? I just should show this to you. It's very important. By the time we start our first class now, our first projects, the first code, the first PHP code we're going to write now, we'll come here and create a folder before we go ahead and do that. So that is that. And then there are also some configuration files. For now, don't bother touching them, because if you don't know what you are doing there, you could completely disrupt the functioning of the web server on your local system. So if you click on, okay, let's start Apache running, right? If you click on config here, you click on config, it will give you the different configuration files. The one we are particularly interested in, one that you always need to enter into to go and change some settings. For instance, if you want to write an email application, right? You need to come and change some settings in your php.ini. php.ini. All right. You need to if you click on it, it will open it. This is the these are all settings. Okay, these are all settings. If you want to get your email settings, just search for mail function. That's it. Mail function. You see all these are the settings for your mail function there. Okay. Please, if you don't know what you are doing, don't even touch it. Touch anything here wrongly, your entire application, your entire server will be shut down or begin to behave in a way you do not like. So until we get to that stage, I will show you how to create your emails. You start by changing the settings here. If you don't change the settings here, you cannot send emails from your local host. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, so times will come when you need to change. And then even for your database server, there may also be times when you need to also go to your configuration files to go and change some settings. Okay, especially when it has to do with when you are fetching a huge amount of data from your database, or you want to store a huge amount of data to your database, and your fetch may not, the fetch settings may not be big enough. Okay, you need to go and change the settings also in the configuration file for MySQL. So, but for now, you don't need all of that. When we get there, take a look at each of them. So basically, this is our Xampp control panel, and this is what it looks like. So for you to get anything up and running, your PHP Apache, which your PHP server must be up and running. Now, once it's up and running, then you can go to any web browser and just type localhost. Okay, let's just type localhost for now and hit enter key. Okay, it gives you all of these are all the folders you saw just now, right? Okay, so this is a file structure of everything you have in your local host right now. Okay, so if you want to get open any particular application, for instance, I have payslips here. I have my one social platform. Okay, on my, so just click localhost / let me enter payslip, my payslip application, payslips, and if you hit enter key, you take it straight to the application on your local host. So when you create your project folder in htdocs, to run that application, simply type localhost / payslips. That is the general way of creating or of running your application on your browser, your PHP application. Is there a significant difference from when you were writing front end? Very easy. In your front end application, when you're writing your front end, you can simply just right click and click on open in browser. It will open the web browser for you. It will open your website for you. But here you must enter, you must come to the browser and type localhost/facebook. So this is your URL for now. This is your URL for now. So when we come back, we're going to talk about how to create projects, how to write a project. We'll write our first PHP project and then see it run on the browser. Okay, I'll see you in the next session.